I've just climbed Col di Tende on the Italian-French border. This is Fort Centrale, and I thought I'd better give you a bike check on my Mason ISO that I'm using for the Torino Nice rally. So here we go. The Torino Nice rally is billed as a gravel event, and mostly it's on pretty good military roads, or old military roads, plenty of tarmac and the odd bit of single track or chunky descents. So I'd say, yeah, gravel bikes are pretty much the best option. And I've decided to go for my Mason InSearchOf. Tried and tested. I love this bike. I've done a lot of things on it, Tour Divide, loads of touring. So yeah, it seemed like the perfect rig for this job. I've got a pretty heavy setup, to be honest. I won't go into the details of all the kit I've got in this particular video. I'll do another one later on. But I'm actually going on another trip straight from this one. So I'm carrying a little bit more stuff than I usually would. And to be honest, the bike's pretty heavy for this ride. But it's fine, just have to pedal a bit harder. So yeah, this is the breakdown of the bike. So as I've already mentioned, the frame is the Mason InSearchOf. This is one of the very first batches that I used on Tour Divide back in 2019, and it's still going strong. For me, this is my touring bike. Really good loaded up, good on loads of terrains. And yeah, so perfect for this ride. It's dead actually tubing, made here in Italy actually. Boost spacing, so it's got mountain bike wheels in. So I'm running the brand new Hunt proven dynamo wheel set, 30mm internals, and I'm running these Continental Race King 2.1 tyres on there, and yeah, they work pretty good. They roll fairly fast and they're comfortable on the off-road, especially with all the weight on there. Group set, it's a bit of a hash up of loads of stuff, to be honest. I've got an Enduro bearings XD15 ceramic bottom bracket in there. I run those in all my bikes, super smooth and they last forever, so really good, especially for these long distance rides. I'm running a Shimano 12-speed XT chain set. I used to have 11-speed, but then I couldn't get chain rings anymore, so I've gone on to 12-speed with an 11-speed. It's 11-speed XTR Di2 rear mech, and then it's 1148 at the back there. Could do with an extra gear at times, to be honest, but I don't have one, so I just have to push harder. And then I've got a 34 chain ring on the front, and those are paired up to GRX Di2 shifters on the handlebars and GRX brakes with 180 rotors, well, 180 front, a 160 rear rotor. Up on the front end, I've already mentioned the Hunt proven dynamo wheel set, so that's got the Son dynamo in there, and I use that on my K-Lite system. So I've got the K-Lite mountain bike light on there, and I've got the USB charger on the other side there, so I can keep my Wahoo charged up. I'm using the Wahoo Roam, I think it's a V1, but yeah, it works pretty well for me. I trust it and it works. The Mason ISO comes with this really cool, it's called the shutter front fender. Bolts directly onto the fork there, and you can mount stuff on there up to 2 kilos. So I've just got some voile straps on there. I've used that to carry like a couple of litres of water before, so it just means that if I need extra capacity, it's nice and easy. And then I've got the direct mount fork packs from Tailfin. This is the first time I've used them because, as I said, I'm traveling pretty heavy. I'm going from here straight to the Bohemia Border Bash in Germany, so I've got loads of clothes. There I'll be working for Hunt Wheels and visiting the HQ in Dresden as well. So I actually need to look reasonable, so I've got some, well, not smart, but trousers, shorts and stuff like that. Yeah, they just clip on the front there, really easy to get on and off at night, and really pleased with them. And I quite like having the weight on the front and quite low down, doesn't affect handling too much. Handlebars, again, another new addition. I'm running these Redshift kitchen sink bars with the extra grips. They've got the loop on the front there, gives you a kind of an aero position. I really like it actually. I think it's a really good compromise between having aero bars. I've got the shock stop stem on there, really good, just takes the edge off the bumps. Chris King headset and the GRX shifters that I mentioned before. So I'm running the Mason Penta seat post. This is 27.2. I've shimmed it down. I'm running a skinnier seat post just to give me a tiny bit of flex and a bit of added comfort. And then the Ergon SR Allroad Core saddle. I really like this. I've got it on pretty much all my bikes, so yeah, super comfortable. Now onto the luggage. Now, as you probably know by now, I'm part of the Tailfin R&D division. This is a custom bag I had made especially for this frame, so it just stays on there, and I've got one of the early prototypes of the top tube bags, so yeah, these match up really well, so I just leave them on this bike. Yeah, and don't take them off really. And at the back I've got my well, it's another prototype aero pack with extra mesh on the side there. Works really well. So yeah, pretty sturdy on these tracks, and yeah, it does the job. So that's my Mason InSearchOf I'm using for the Torino Nice rally. Hope you like the video. I'll do a video on what's inside the bags at a later location, and yeah, keep an eye out for that.